It's time for the water break.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another water break. I'm Minister Nick, and before I get started, I'm going to just give glory and honor to God, as well as a special thank you to our pastors, Pastor Jay and Pastor Mel, for another opportunity to be before you. The book of Matthew, 7th chapter, verses 3 through 5 say this: "And why do thou beholdest the mote in thy brother's eye, but consider not the beam in your own eye? Or how wilt thou say to thy brother, Let me pull out the mote out of thine own eye, and behold, a beam is in thine own eye? Thou hypocrite, first cast the beam out of thine own eye, and then thou shalt see clearly to cast out the mote out of thy brother's eye." Many of us associate these verses with the 2 or 3 previous verses that talk about not judging. We preach this from the Stay in Your Own Lane ministry. But in reality, what Jesus is saying here is you can't help somebody if you need help yourself. You think about the 5th verse, and it states, yes, first take the beam out of your own eye so you can see clearly to cast the mote out of thy brother's eye. If I have something in my eye that's really irritating, that's really bad, that's a beam, which means a stick. If I have a stick in my eye, I'm closing my eye. Once I close that eye, I limit my brain's ability to process anything visually by up to 70%. And I also take away my depth perception. And depth perception is just the ability to tell how far or how close something is to you. That's the reason why when people lose their eye, in most states, they lose their driver's license. Because it's impossible for me to be able to know how to stop or when to stop if I can't tell how far or how close the cars in front of me are. I'm going to hurt somebody. There is a greater chance of me causing harm to somebody else or to myself. So, if I'm only using one eye because I've got a beam in my eye, how can I perform the delicate operation of being able to remove something from somebody else's eye? I'm not going to be able to tell how far or how close their eye is. I'm not going to even be able to process exactly where it is to remove it. So that increases the chance that I'm going to hurt that person, that I'm going to blind that person, that I'm going to do worse to that person, that I'm going to do more harm than good. This isn't Jesus saying stay in your own lane. This is Jesus saying you can't help anybody if you haven't helped yourself first. Because if I try to help someone with something that I'm struggling with even worse, I'm going to hurt them more than I help them. This is Jesus saying the blind can't lead the blind. The hurt can't lead the hurt. Those who are struggling with their issues are not going to be able to effectively help someone get over their own issues. This isn't Jesus saying stay in your lane. Jesus is saying before you help someone, before you cross over and get in someone's lane and offer them advice and help them and try to get them over their issues, make sure you've gotten over yours. Yes, we are all ministers of reconciliation, like Pastor loves to say, but that first ministry is to reconcile myself with God, to reconcile myself with righteousness, to reconcile myself and get over all the hurt and scars and pain that's going on in me. Then, and only then, can I effectively help my brother get whatever's in his eye. I can't see clearly. I can't help you see clearly if I can't see clearly myself. So, just to sum this all up, it's okay to help, but make sure you've received help first before you give someone else help. God bless you, thank you, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week.